Hey guys, I'm Alexandra with the Bucket List Mermaid, and I'm going to be taking you around today to one of my favorite campsites that you can RV in, and that is Riverview RV Park in Loveland, Colorado. Now this is my second year in a row staying here, and honestly, it's great. I don't know if you can hear the river behind me, but it's loud. I can literally hear the river as I fall asleep. Now, how I found this place, I actually found it because I have relatives in Loveland, and when we first started this RV adventure with just me and my mom in this massive rig, we needed some help, and so they helped us out, and this was actually the first spot on our own that we were RVing full-time. So it just has a really special place in my heart, and I cannot wait to show you guys around. So this right here is our fifth wheel, and I know what you're thinking, it's massive, especially for two little ladies, but you know what? We're doing it. We might be crazy, but we're doing it. So we actually scouted out this spot last year. This is spot 136, and we said, ooh, we want to stay there. So we decided to stay in spot 136 this year, and look at the view. I mean, it is right on the river. We can actually turn our heads in bed and see this view and hear it. And who doesn't want to fall asleep next to a river? Like, literally no one. Seriously, people, it's stunning. What I really like about this space too is that it has this little walking pathway right along the river, and we've seen tons of dogs, tons of families come through here. Some of the kids are playing in the river. Oh my gosh, just listen to it. It's so amazing. So this is what the actual RV park looks like, and I have to say that I'm very impressed by the number of trees that you can obviously see around, because I've been in RV campsites where they are just bare and it's hot and it's in the middle of summer and you're in basically like a giant tin can just baking, but this feels a little bit better. There's trees, it's nice, it's shady. I have not been super duper hot. The only thing I must say is that the trees definitely do affect our Starlink, which is how we get our Wi-Fi, because we work full-time from inside of the RV. So that is the caveat with all of these trees. But other than that, it's great. Another thing that I have to commend Riverview RV Park on is that they have some pretty big pull-through spaces for some big rigs, which obviously I have a big rig, so I have to be aware of constantly. But this actually, what I'm walking through right now, is a pull-through spot for a big rig. And on the map it actually says big rig friendly, so I'm very impressed with how accommodating they are to the larger RVs and fifth wheels. If you're wondering, these big rig pull-through spots are spots 501 to 505. Right here is the bathhouse, and this one I actually prefer because it has its own private bathrooms as well as showers. And these bathhouses are actually really nice, and they do have hot showers, because I don't know about you, but I absolutely hate showering in my RV because I only have enough water to like wash one leg. However, this has hot showers, so no complaints here. And this section is for those of you who have those precious little doggos. Yep, they have a dog park. I've seen these at a few campsites, but this one's pretty good. It's pretty big. It's got a little bench over there, and it's gated. My dog, however, will not be attending this dog park because she does not like other doggos, unfortunately. But if your dog does, this would be perfect for you. Honestly, it's just so nice outside. I'm kind of sweaty. Lovely. My only complaint about these bathrooms right here, and it's kind of a complaint, kind of not, is that they always clean them when I have to use them. And the spot that I'm at doesn't have any sewer, so I have to use those bathrooms, and every time I need to go, they're always cleaning them. So it's great because they are always clean. However, I've had to run to the other one a few times. So behind me right here, we have the pavilion area, and this looks like they have a volleyball net, they have a basketball hoop, and then they also have this pavilion area, and they have live music on here. This is seasonal, so it only happens during the summer, but I've been to a couple live concerts there, and they're honestly great. The people are super friendly here, and by that I mean the campers. Like, they will talk to you, they will make friends, and dancing with you is no exception. So don't go if you're shy. Again, I'm walking now through the main area. This is in the central part of the RV. And it's so cute. And honestly, look at the view. It's just beautiful. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is the place where they have all of those live concerts. Unfortunately, didn't get to see any on this stay particularly, but as I said, that first time last year when we were here, we actually saw one. So again, this is our spot. That is our fifth wheel and our truck that we use to pull it, and then the river is right there. What I like about this spot is that there's nobody on the side of us. Our windows are primarily on the left side, as you can see, so it doesn't matter how full this campground gets. If we're in this spot, we're really not gonna know a difference. And we're never gonna be staring directly at an RV. Last year, we actually ended up staying in one of those spaces, and it was great out of the back, but to both sides we were pretty tightly packed in with RVs right next to us, so it wasn't my favorite. I definitely like this spot better. So I'm just gonna take you through an uninhabited spot over here. This is spot 135, which I think would be a very good spot if all of your windows are primarily to your right, because there is no one right there, and it's just a nice lovely forest for you to look at. But each spot will have this gated area, you'll have a picnic table, and then you'll also have a fire pit. And then with these spots all the way to the left of 136, the river is a little bit higher, so you're not gonna exactly see it, but you'll still have access to it. So this is just an example of what the hookups look like. They have these boxes, which is your electrical, and in most places they do have a 50 and a 30 amp. We did stay at one of the interior places one time, and they only had 30, so we could only run one of our air conditionings, which was a little rough in the middle of August. But the spot that we're in now does have a 50 amp as well. And then down here is just going to be your water. Unfortunately, the ones by the river, like the one that we're in now that's amazing, does not have sewer, as I said. However, most of the other ones do have a full hookup. So depending on where you are within this park, you will have a full hookup, which is just chef's kiss. Again, just looking at this water, you just hook up right there, and then there's a little lever. And some of them, as you go further into the river and further into the interior of the park, they will have sewer. Yes. One of the things that I do have to touch on is they have a speed limit. Free range children. I think because of the free range children. And the speed limit is 5 miles per hour. And I'm gonna be honest, you feel like you're crawling, and I've gotten yelled at. So they take it very seriously. So just keep that in mind. If you're driving through here and it doesn't feel painful, then you are not going slow enough. So this right here is also another wonderful feature of this RV park. And there is a playground, because more likely than not, if you are camping with family, you will have children with you, and they will most likely want to play. So this is a great, nice little family addition to Riverview RV Park. All of these cottonwood trees are just such a vibe. If you don't already know, I RV full-time with 2 cats, and they are adventure cats, so they've actually walked around this whole park and kind of hiked around this park. And funny story, we were in this field right here walking the cats, and all of a sudden the white cat Moshi, he started to grab something, and he pulled up, and it was a snake. And my mom was with me, and not even thinking about it, she just came around, she just grabbed the snake and threw it as far as she possibly could across this field, and then proceeded to be, you know, really gooped out. So if you do have a fear of snakes, I probably would not go to this park, because I've seen quite a few. So gross, ew. So they do have in here a section where you can do long-term stays. Although I probably wouldn't personally stay long-term here just because it's all of the internal spots of the campground, it is kind of nice to know just in case for all my full-timers out there. And this right here is the second bathhouse. It is not my favorite one. My favorite one was earlier because this one feels a little bit more communal and I like my privacy. Some more of those internal spots. There's not a lot of people here. It is late May, early June, so I am just kind of at the start of the camping season, but it is not bad. It's not too crowded. It was very crowded for Memorial Day, I will say that. And then over there, all of these are those river spots right there. Again, these are the ones a little bit further down. I believe they have sewer, but they're a little bit above the river, so I think I still would suffer and go without sewer to be a little bit more on the river. Here is another empty river spot that's closer to the office. And you can see here, this one has a little less trees in the back, so you might be able to see the river a little bit more. Yeah, look at how close you are. So there's your fire pit, picnic table, and river. What more can you ask for? Okay, so this is super cute. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's this little garden thing that is right near the entrance. They have a little bridge. And what is so fun about this park is that they actually, when the cottonwood trees die and they have stumps, they will actually bring in people to carve things on them. Like, this is a wizard. Look at them, they're so cute. Yeah, they just have these carved trees, which leads me to my next point. They also have hidden fairy doors everywhere. And if you are in spot 136, like we are, there is the cutest little fairy door in the stump of a tree. This is our little fairy house. Look at how cute it is. And we've made our own addition. We added a fence and some gnomes and a pool because, you know, if they're gonna be camping as well, they need a pool. Like, it's just so hidden. And there's the river. And they actually have a scavenger hunt where you can go find all of the fairy doors that are hidden around the park. This right here is the general store. They have some merchandise you can buy and then also all of the camping goods that you might possibly need. And they have ice cream, so good on them. You do have to stop here first before you go to your campsite. And when you arrive here, you will actually pull over right there and you will check in at the front office, which is right behind me, and they will actually give you an escort to take you to your spot. And I understand why they do this because some of these spots are very, very tight. They just don't want you taking out any trees or anybody else's trailers or cars. However, I have talked to the more experienced RVers and they say that it was a little annoying being micromanaged. I, however, will take all the help I can get backing my ginormous fifth wheel, and I literally just popped it right in there with those guys' help. I was so shocked and surprised. So kind of nice, maybe depending on who you are, but you will get into your spot with help, whether you like it or not. Also very nice, they have laundry right in there, which if you are camping full time and you do not have a washer dryer combo in your RV, I'm gonna be honest, we do, and it washes like 2 shirts. It's very nice to do your laundry somewhere else. So one of the main advantages of this campsite that I've noticed is that it gives you access to a lot of outdoor things that Colorado has to offer. For example, I went hiking Devil's Backbone with my cat the other day. I went driving through Rocky Mountain National Park. I visited the Stanley and Estes Park. I saw the sculpture garden in downtown Loveland, and that was honestly just the beginning. There is so many things that are within like even an hour, hour and a half, especially just Colorado outdoor nature things that you can do if you stay at this park. Or you can just choose to hang here. As I said before, people are so friendly here. I've been to my fair share of RV parks, but these people really, really want to talk to you. They're really obsessed with our cat tent because we have a cat tent that comes out of the back door for the cats to be outside, and they love it. And everyone will talk to you. Everybody is so friendly here, so that is something that I think does set this park apart. As for the staff, I think that they are really super friendly. Sometimes they can be a little bit sarcastic, but overall, they're amazing. I haven't had anyone be rude to me even when they asked us to move our truck off of the grass, which that was on us. Everyone here is super nice. It's a very stereotypical Colorado mountain town vibe, and a lot of people that I've met here are actually locals from Loveland. You can stay in more expensive places near Estes, but again, they're expensive, they're a little touristy, they're a little closer to Estes and Rocky Mountain National Park, which is good. However, if you want more of a local experience, this would be your place to go. Plus, you still do get access to all that stuff. It's just a little bit farther away. When I went, Rocky Mountain National Park was about a 45-minute journey up Highway 34 up here, and we actually passed through Estes at 30 minutes. And again, downtown Loveland, there's so many like local breweries and amazing restaurants. If you go a little further, Fort Collins is over there. This is just the gateway to northern Colorado. Oh, somebody is barbecuing something and it smells so good. Room for improvement. The Wi-Fi and the service situation is terrible. Now, if you are camping and you're on holiday, which I'd say 80% of people here are, it's fine. You don't need Wi-Fi. You don't need service. Go off the grid. It's great. However, I am a full-timer, and I have met some full-timers here who work permanently from their RV. And mostly my day just consists of me holding up my laptop to the sky, just begging for a signal because I have to work. So that is the one caveat to this place, is it is very off the grid, including the technology. Also, I personally don't think it's an issue, but I have read some reviews online that they say it's a little bit outdated and it's a little bit old, and I do think that's true, especially in the long-term living situation. Honestly, you can't, what's modern and outdated about some trees in a river, so. There's just terrible views from the RV. So that is my short little tour and guide of Riverview RV Park. I probably will be staying here next year, so I will update this video with anything new that happens, and I'm gonna be honest, I'll probably be in the same spot because I love this spot. Let me know what you guys think. If you have been to Riverview RV Park, definitely pop your review or your comments below. And if you want to connect with me and my RV journey of me just conquering all of my bucket list items as a mermaid, then don't forget to hit that subscribe so that we can go on this journey together and I can bring you more campsites that you can potentially go to. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm going to a few campsites that I've never been to, especially outside of Colorado, and I have no clue what they are, so I would want this guide, especially since I drive a behemoth of a vehicle. I brought this upon myself. I self-induced this torture. It's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time.